what John and Jim did was they take the bull by the horns, so to speak. I don't know how you get the bidders as involved as they do, and they get them excited about it. They bring out the market value that's there and beyond, in my opinion. I just can't believe it. I don't know how they do it, but it far exceeded any expectation.
That was one of the things I talked to John about at the start. I says, I got a feeling it's probably going to go local, and I've made some calls to some of the local people. And John responded, he said, yeah, but sometimes it's the out-of-state buyers that help bring the price, up to where it should be.
When Kenny and Marsh had picked BigIron to represent it, I had a lot of concerns. My biggest concern in an unreserved auction is an active bidder base, because sometimes that doesn't materialize. I decided to contact a very good friend of mine who's he's got farms himself over in southwest Iowa, over in the Imogene area, and he also was a big player nationally in equipment sales, farm equipment sales, and so he said we picked the best in the business, and I would have to say that BigIron came forth and delivered on all fronts what my friend said. Jim and John did an excellent job of engaging that bidder base to make this a success.
They do an exceptional job with word of mouth and getting that out there to all of the potential buyers.
And by the way, I do want to say the first time I engaged them on emails, it was just how attentive they are to almost immediate correspondence. I mean, that impressed me right away. I can't tell you, being in business, I was a CFO for a company, and how many different vendors or customers I might deal with. And you can tell the good ones how they're going to respond to you, be it a crisis or not. But how do people respond? What is the timeliness? How do they respond? I got to say, in all my years, I have met very few that respond as quickly and as professionally and as accurately and stay on top of things as John and Jim did.
I had done some thought into the farmable acres on the property and what some of the expectations would be to acquire, a reasonable or even a good value, and we've far exceeded that. If I would have pursued the sale myself and what they charge for a commission, I added that into what I thought I would be able to get the property sold at just by the people in the vicinity contacting them. I thought we could do pretty well, and they have gone above and beyond what we have to pay for a commission, plus what I expected that I would have probably been able to get from the local people. So we're real pleased with the price that the property brought in the end.
You just dream about a number like this would be the best case scenario, and it exceeded that by about 10%. So if that just tells you, that just was off the charts, in my opinion. I did not expect. And listening to some of the stories about their past history, talking with Jim, he almost sounded like, well, it was almost expected in his mind. And that's how good they are, is they expect it to end up better than what we expected.
Both Jim and John and BigIron Realty has done an exceptional job, and if I was to do it again, I would go the same route. They do their business. Sometimes you worry that once you sign with a particular company, that maybe that's the last you're going to hear from them, and they go about their business, but that wasn't the case here. I mean, John was in constant contact with us through the email or phone call or something, and if it wasn't every other day, it was at least 3 times a week.
I would talk to Jim and John, and I don't think you'll be disappointed.